I just came outside to look at the full moon and see my house. It glows. So beautiful. And now I'm going to show you something else that is so beautiful. And that is the full moon tonight. This probably doesn't do it the justice. It is very, very beautiful rising over there. Can you hear that bird?
Yeah, yeah.
The storage tank is now looking a lot cleaner, and so now the cracks are more visible, and just waiting for this here all to dry in here, which as soon as the sun gets here it's not going to take long. And then I have some sealant it's like what's the stuff? Anyway, some sealant to put on all the cracks to seal the pool. And then tomorrow, once that is dry, then I can start painting. Okay, so today project pool begins, or not begins, continues. And although it's looking really, really clean in here, it's of course got dust in here now from overnight. And so first I need to sweep again, and then where we've put the mastic on to cover the cracks, I need to rub that down a little bit to make it smoother. And then I'm ready to put the first layer of paint on. I have just opened the can of paint for the pool, and I'm going to show you. It's so beautiful. Look at that. Isn't that a beautiful color? It's like obviously the color of the sky, and I don't know, it just feels so refreshing. And just the thought of then being able to get into this pool with that beautiful color in it and the water sparkling, and I can't wait for that day. But first I need to put the first layer of paint on. Okay, ready. Where's the light? Oh. I've just had a thought. Maybe I want to put some masking tape across the top to make a nice line. Yes, I think I will. Okay, so that's just a guide for me to paint to that line. I've already reverted to the brush because I think it's going to be better with to get it into all these little small holes that are on the wall. The roller I think is not going to really help much, but we'll see. I think what I'll have to do afterwards is to touch up all the holey bits afterwards. Not worry too much right this minute. Oops. That's so nice painting this. Nice in that, like I was saying, just, you know, knowing what's to come because of painting this. Maybe on the second coat I can use the roller. I get these little holes filled in on the first coat, and then the second coat the roller will be much better. Bejos is sleeping happily just down beside where I'm painting. And for all those of you who are worried about him, I did mention something about ticks, but I've checked him over and he doesn't have any. And he seems very happy and healthy, although he is quite skinny, and that is quite natural in the wild cats here. But yeah, he's eating, and so yeah, all is good. And I've actually bought him some good quality food to eat, so hopefully he's gonna put on a bit of weight now. The first coat of paint is on. It's looking nice already. I'm going to do the floor, but first I wanted to do the walls, and they take 6 to 8 hours to dry. So tomorrow I'll then put the second coat on the walls, and then after that, the following day, or even tomorrow actually, yes. I'll put the second coat on the walls and the first coat on the floor. And then the following day, I'll put the second coat on the floor. I am backing myself into like a tiny position in the pool here. Not quite sure how to do this. And I have a step there, so I'm not going to paint underneath the step, and I'll do that piece tomorrow. I think that's going to work because then I can just step up onto the stool. So yeah. Now the thing is with this here, although I didn't use much paint on the sides of the pool, this surface here, as you can see, is quite rough. So you have to, it uses quite a lot of paint to get into it. So I'm hoping, I've got this much paint left now. It's about a third. I should be fine, I think, to be able to finish with this, because this paint here is like 70 euros for 4 litres, so it's not cheap. There we go. Apart from the bit under the stool, it's all blue now. So I am out for a ride on my electric bike. Oh, I've just been to visit my friend, and yes, I also wanted to show you that the dog that has been hanging out at my house, School, he is right here with me and followed me all the way, and I'm going to zoom off and you'll see him behind me following me. Yes, I think you can see him. I've just stopped to give him a little bit of a rest and some water here, and then we will go the next part of the journey back to the house. It's very hard for him to be running. It is a beautiful, cool, fresh morning here in Monsanto, and you can see the clouds there on the top of Monsanto. And it is the perfect morning for me to be back in the pool and put the second coat of paint on the floor. Oh yeah, do you know, and it's so nice after all the hot weather we've been having, and it is going to get hot again today, but not quite as hot as it has been. So yeah, let's crack on with the last coat of paint. This second coat of paint is going on nicely on the floor, and I am calling this method that I'm now using slap and go because I am slapping it on, yeah, and then just going. So what I'm trying to do, I think, I'm not sure if the camera picks up, but there's kind of little air holes like there, yeah, where the paint didn't go in, and using this slap and go like method here, just like slap, it's because it's like slap and go, it's actually filling those little holes really nicely. So yeah, the slap and go method is a good method for the second coat of paint here. This is so beautiful to see. School the dog and Bejo's the cat. School's trying to play with the cat, but at least Bejo's not running away from him. He's just standing his ground. Look, oh. cool. He just bumped his head on the window. Cuidado. Now. So this morning, when I took the rubbish up to the house there, well, it's actually the house behind this house, I met with the owner's father of this dog, and I had a conversation with him in Portuguese about the dog coming here, and he said, no, it's normal, but I feel much better about it, that I know that he's being fed there at the other house, and for whatever reason he just wants to hang out here at my house. And I had a lot of resistance to this. Beijos is so funny. And yes, so I had a lot of resistance to this, but now I'm just embracing it because the resistance wasn't making me feel good. And I'm a natural animal lover, so why wouldn't I just embrace these animals that have come to me? And they are such good fun to watch. Over here is my borehole. This was the old cover for it. And this is the borehole here. And I was very excited to use this borehole to fill up my pool with water. However, when I put a plumb line down there to see how far the water was below, the plumb line hit the bottom and there was no water, and it's only 3 meters deep, which is very, very strange because I know the water in the well, your wells can be very, very deep, and no, I would expect it to be at a 7 meter, maybe 7 meter level at the moment. But the borehole only goes down 3, so of course there's no water in it. But when I was here in September last year, when I was looking at the property, I dropped a little stone down there and I heard a plop. So I knew there was water in there. But because it's only 3 meters deep in the summer, it's kind of useless, really. So I'm not really sure what the intention there was for this borehole, or whether or not somehow it's become full of rubble or something. Yeah, I don't know at this point in time. And I'm finally getting round to painting the rest of this cupboard, the grey around the edges anyway. Before I do that, So I am trying to teach School. He's doing very well not to eat the food, the cat food. Well, School, at least while the cat is trying to eat the food. And actually, it's helping Bejos eat more food, knowing that School's gonna just dive in there straight afterwards. All good, Bejos. Look at them. Isn't that amazing? Like, this cat will run from other dogs, but from School, you know, he stands his ground, and I think they're becoming friends. My next job is to clear up all this area here, weed it, just make it tidy and looking nice, so that when I'm actually in the pool, it's a very nice area. But before I can tidy up this area, I need to tidy up that area over there. But in the meantime, before I do that job, let me show you how the pool is looking with the coat of paint. And here comes Bejos, the pool inspector, to see if all is in order. And this is how it's looking. Very nice and very blue. It's actually, I think, a bit of a lighter blue than you can see on camera, but it's looking really lovely. And I have, unfortunately, a little bit of bad news, and that is I read on the can of paint that now I have to wait 2 weeks until I can put water in here. So that was a little disappointing, because I was really excited to get some water in here. However, it's all good, because first, really, I need to clean these walls again, because I've noticed that there is still some fall from the walls coming into the pool. Not much, just a little, but I'd like to get them as clean as possible. And also I need to put a sail for shade above the pool area. And oh, I'm waiting for the pump to arrive. So the pump will come next week. So, you know, it's going to happen in its own time. And in the meantime, actually, you can see today the weather is quite cloudy. It's warm. It's really warm. It's 29 degrees, but it's cloudy. And actually, I can feel some spits of rain. Apparently, there is a storm on the way. And yeah. Oh, that's the cat, the dog. Bejos just expressing his boundaries. Hey, Bejos. Bejos, come on, parley comigo. Right. There's some stuff here that is junk. Right, let's start with this. Bejos. I've moved all this wood out, and I'm in a bit of a dilemma now because it's starting to rain, and here against the wall is not dry because water comes in through the tiles here. So I'm thinking that this area here where the table is, where the wood actually was, or most of it, I can just maybe lay back on here in a more organized way just for the time being. Yeah, until I find a better place. I need a dry place to put all this wood, and I'm just trying to work out which of the buildings that I have I should put it in. So I'm gonna put it back organized for now. Okay, so this bit looks a lot better, more organized. Already freed up some space in the middle bit, and yeah, I'm just going to work my way along. I think the boxes will be next, but I'm going to leave that for another day because I need to go out the back and just quickly cut the grass. I can hear other people cutting the grass today because there's some rain in the air, and you're allowed to cut it with just the cord. So I'm going to quickly just go and do that. We are in a storm. Look at the water gushing. I think you can see. Maybe I stand back. Oh, there we go. Gushing out the drain pipe. Crazy. So this is a really good test to see if this house can withstand the rain. And no, it cannot. I don't know. I think it was because it was just falling right against the, I don't know, the window, but hopefully when I get guttering, this won't be an issue. It's not really an issue because it's only coming through on the stone and on the tiles, so it's not like coming in on the carpet or on a painted wall or anything. So it's not a huge problem, but it's still a problem that needs to be fixed. Actually, I know exactly why it is, because the rain was pounding against it and now it's leaked in from the outside under here. Well, that's about it for this week. It's been quite eventful with the animals, as you can see, but I think we have a happy balance going on at the moment. And this week I was going to talk about my plans for the Adega, but I'm going to leave that now until next week. And I just want to say a huge thank you once again to all of you who have commented with kind of your ideas about the various different areas. And I do read all your comments, and you'll see that I do answer them all as well. And so, yeah, I take your ideas on board. And at the moment, I am just assimilating everything and yeah, just taking it as it comes, not making any decisions as such as yet, because I think the area outside, it's just going to come together in a natural way. So let's look forward to that. And this week I also want to do a very big shout out to two wonderful ladies here that have joined with on the membership that I was talking about last week. And their names are Jean Taylor and Sharon Smith. Thank you so much, ladies.
It's very, very much appreciated. And I hope you have seen the special little thank you video that I posted just for you two. And on that note, if anybody else would like to sign up to the membership, all you have to do is hit the join button on my channel and you will see what's on offer. So once again, I will see you all next Sunday and have a great week. Bye.